Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Tony Plays The Binding of Isaac. Hope everyone's doing alright, everyone's chilling. Last run, we made zero progress. In fact, we ruined our Eden streak, or we ruined our win streak, because we decided to play Eden. So you know what? We're gonna switch it up. We're gonna play Judas. Yeah, he's kind of weak in terms of health, but bro is strong in damage. Strong in damage, strong in nature, you know? Sticky nickel. I can't pick that up. That's so good. That's so goated. Thank you, game. Anyways, hope everyone's doing alright. Everyone's chilling, enjoying their day. I myself, we have a lot of tinted rocks here. Wow, if only I had bombs. That would be so good. I'm gonna be honest, first we buy that key so we can enter the library. Maybe we get like an anarchist cookbook or something, maybe. How to jump. Could be good. Telepathy for Dummies could be good. But we take Book of Belial just for the increased Devil Deal chance, and also Book of Belial gives me a crazy good damage up whenever I'm in a room. So, I think we just take that, honestly. I think we just kind of hope we get a bomb, but no guarantees. If we don't, then oh well, you know. What can you do? I guess those spirit hearts weren't meant to be. Anyways, besides that little start at the beginning there, I myself, I'm doing alright. I'm kind of chilling. I had a topic I wanted to discuss last run, but I kind of forgot about it. And honestly, I'm not really sure how to segue into it, so I think I'm gonna just kind of like ball it off the noggin, and we'll see where we go from there. Wow, you know what I just realized too? I can't grab that item. Let's take a gander at it, shall we? Okay, that's a bomb. You need a bomb for that too. Nothing here would have given me a bomb. Okay, I can maybe scrounge up pennies. We can try and scrounge up some pennies here. I don't know if that'll work out or something. Who knows? But anyways, I was having a discussion with my friend the other day. I forgot kind of what the discussion was. But it was something along the lines of like, I think we were talking about his Discord channel or whatever, and how he got he had like this category here that would like mention to you whenever there was like a speedrun live, or like anyone was playing a certain game. Like for him it was Zelda. It would let you know if anyone anyone was just playing Zelda on Twitch, and it would give you like a cool like link on how to. Like a link, it was, I don't like to just watch that person play Zelda or whatever. He was like a huge Zelda pilled gamer. I think he's still super Zelda pilled, he just doesn't stream it anymore. He used to be a speedrunner. Honestly, I applaud him. I have dabbled in the art, would you even call it? I have dabbled in speedrunning myself personally. In case you guys don't know, I used to do Metroid Dread speedruns. No one knows me for my Metroid Dread speedruns, and I think I've mentioned how I used to occasionally do Origins, the Zombies map Origins. I used to do some streams where I'd attempt to speedrun it, but like, I'm gonna be real, I never like uploaded my VODs to like the leaderboards to get them certified or anything. I was kind of just for like the love of playing the game. The love of playing the game, plus also like for some reason a lot, like it kind of raked in the views low-key. You feel me? People love watching Origins. It's a good map, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Origins is a bad map. Origins is peak. It's top 5 Zombies maps, definitely. And that's on business. I stand on business with that one. I know, yeah, I don't know what it is. People love to be contrarians, you know? People out there love to be like, it's actually overrated. Actually, top 5 Zombies map is like Horizon Direct Kino. It's like, brother, you said Kino, man. Your opinion is already invalid. If we're going true top 5, shit, maybe even top 3, then it is Shadows Mob, 100%. That's 1 and 2 right there. Shadows and Mob are 1 and 2. 3, I might say Origins. If you're a super, you know, dare I say, super cringe pill, then you might say Horizon Drac over Origins. I got no beef with you, brother. That's all I guess. I got no beef with you, but just know I don't agree. I think the bows are cool just as much as the next guy, but they are not better than the staves, and also the Mauser don't exist on Horizon. So unfortunately, it's not a lock. It's not a lock for number 1. But you know, besides that, I think I do gotta say, Horizon's a good map. You know, oh, I forgot where I was going. But you know, I used to speedrun. I have dabbled in the game of it myself. Like I said, my friend, he's a old OOT speedrunner. He's not old like he's old, but you know, he used to, but not anymore. His choice, you know. I know there are probably some people out there that are like, "Oh, it sucks," you know. If there are definitely, I mean, this just happens with everyone, you know. You can't change it, but when you play a game and a lot of people follow you for like playing this certain game, whenever you like switch it up or just do something else, a lot of people kind of just leave. And honestly, I get it. I understand, you know. The whole reason that you followed me was because you wanted to watch me play this specific game, maybe, because that's all they used to do. Then say I stop making content on this game, you have ample reason to just unfollow, in my opinion, or just maybe not watch. But it just still kind of sucks, you feel me? But anyways, I used to do Metroid Dread speedruns. I don't think I was necessarily any good, but I did them, you know? I love that game to death. I think it's gotta be quite possibly like maybe my tough choice. I gotta say it might be my second favorite Metroid, just because in my opinion, Metroid Fusion's my number 1. I know there's the Metroid fans out there that are like, Metroid Fusion's your number 1 and not Super Metroid. What kind of new gen are you? It's because, I mean, truth be told, Metroid Fusion's the first Metroid game I played. It's funny, last episode I mentioned how usually for most people, the first game of like a series they play is usually their favorite in the series. And then I proceeded to talk about how that wasn't the case for me. My first Dark Souls game was Dark Souls 1. My favorite's Dark Souls 2. But I gotta say, it's damn good, you know? As unloved, maybe not unloved might not be the right word, but people just don't like it because it's linear. It's like way more linear compared to a game like Super Metroid. I love Metroid Fusion. It's the first game I played. It had perfect, like on the Game Boy when I was a youngin', I was like, bro, this is peak. This is like, it's got atmosphere that I didn't even know a game could have, because at that point, most of the games I played on the Game Boy were like Pokemon Emerald, you know? Pokemon Emerald. I didn't even play Leaf Green or anything like that. My brother had Pokemon Emerald, and like, that was low-key kind of it. He also had like this one Yu-Gi-Oh game that I thought was super fire, but I think we lost the cartridge or something, because I've been wanting to play it again, or like I was trying to figure out what it was called, but I don't know. But I thought it was a fire Yu-Gi-Oh game. But you know, let's go in just to see what we have. Does anything here give me a heart? No. Then there's no point. Why did I come in here? I should have waited. Yo, am I tripping? Have y'all noticed this? I'm running on E with my items. I have 1 heart, I have a range up, and I have Mom's lipstick. And it's all because... No, Mom's lipstick is the range up. I have a damage and a range up, 1 regular range up, and then just like cube of meat. Because the game has not been giving me any keys. What's up with this? Fuck you, fuck you. I'm not playing your stupid games. I got so mad at the game, I forgot what I was even talking about. Do y'all remember? I died. I fucking died. What would you expect? Hello? The game was screwing me frame 1. Low key, it'd be silly to not die. Okay, Eve Mascara. This is kind of PogChamp. I apologize for saying that. Oh, but you know, I like Dread. I used to play Dread a lot. I'm not a god gamer at Dread, but it's good. It's no Metroid Fusion, but it's definitely my second favorite Metroid. I think I like it more than Super. I like it more than Super. That also might be a kind of criminal level take, depending on who you talk to, but it's just the case for me. Metroid Dread is just good. It's so good. The boss fights feel great. The parry system feels amazing. All like the cool stuff you can do in that game, super cool, you know? I think it's a very good Metroid game, but, you know, I digress. You know, I used to be a speedrunner. He used to be a speedrunner. Yo, I got hit by a champion. Oh my god, just end my life? Question mark? Is that the method? Is the method just ending it all? Question mark? I tried to get him to walk into like here so I could bomb him and it'll maybe open the secret room, but I think that was I think that was a mistake. I think it was a dumb decision to attempt that, is what I'm saying. Anyways, he's a speedrunner, or used to be, retired speedrunner, I guess you might say. I used to be one too. But, that's kind of, honestly, not really to the point of what I was trying to get at, but I guess just here's some cool ball knowledge about Tony, you know? Elite ball knowledge on Tony if you knew that he was a Metroid Dread speedrunner. But, I forgot what we were talking about, but I think he mentioned something about like a self-promo channel or whatever, and honestly, I don't know what it is, man, but I just can't do it. I think before I tried, like I think out of all my years in streaming and making content, I have only ever utilized a self-promo like channel once in my life, because there's just something about like notifying these people who I don't know in a server that's not mine. You know, it's kind of like I'm imposing on bro's server and I'm like, hey, instead of watching this guy, go watch me instead, you know. I make this kind of video. Here's my self-promo. Watch me while I do this. I just can't do that, bruh. You feel me? And it's different when it's my own Discord, like, because I can self-promo in my own Discord because it's like a choice. It's like, you know what's funny though? It's not like I don't even like use my Discord really for anything other than just like the night before I will send a message and be like, here's the link to the video, it goes live at 7 AM. So pretty much what I do is I unlist the video, send it in the Discord, and then I will like list it again. Instead of making it unlisted, I will make it scheduled and, you know, have it scheduled to upload at 7 AM. So pretty much people in my Discord server get the link to the video like almost 12 hours early, but you can't do anything with it, you feel me? So it's kind of like useless. At least that's how I see it. I see it as like, what was the point of this? It's useless, you know? But regardless of that fact, I still think the bomb's here. It was. I just missed. But, you know, regardless of that fact, cool. In my own Discord, it's different, you know? In my own Discord, I don't feel bad in, like, notifying the people of, like, hey, I'm live, because it's a choice, you know? It's a choice to be in my Discord. But it's my choice to be in someone else's Discord and then be like, hey, let me self-promo myself, guys, come watch me, you know? And something about that just don't necessarily sit right with me. And you know what else sucks? Is that especially if it's something like a self-promo, I don't want to like light up the self-promo like being the only one in there. You feel me? If it's not used, if that self-promo channel isn't used, then there's no point in having it be there if it's just gonna be me uploading, being like, me sending a message like, hey guys, come watch my stream. The next day I go live again, no one else has posted in the Discord. So it's just my message, it's my message 2 days in a row just being like, hey guys, come watch my stream. You know, you feel me? It just kind of seems like this ain't even the self-promo channel, this is the Tony promo channel. And something about that just don't sit right with me, bro. A red candle has appeared in the basement, sick nasty. I actually donated 400 tokens. Or pennies. And it's just like, I don't know, man. Like, there are probably some streamer-pilled individuals out there that like know what I'm talking about. I myself, I guess I used to be that kind of streamer-pilled guy. Now, not anymore. I'm just like a regular. Saying what I was about to say implies that people who stream aren't regular people, which I guess might be kind of true to a degree. You know, forgive me. Forgive my crazy statement, but like it's low-key a bit true. I'm not gonna risk getting hit to a champion again. No sorry, bub. Not happening. Oh my god. Okay, now we're fine. But you just, I don't know, man. Self-promo channels, I just don't vibe with them. I don't vibe with the self-promo channel, bro. It's above my pay grade, I guess you might even like say. That's not even the right term, but it low-key feels true. We grabbed Black Powder. No, we grabbed Maul the Void because it is genuinely an insanely good item. However, it sucks because I am now on the verge of death. How am I supposed to dodge that? Like, you can't legally dodge that, bro. That was formatted in a way to make it impossible. Okay, alright, there we go. Yo, I walked into that. What's my deal? Yo, chat, does he fucking suck at the game? Sorry, that's mean. Too far? Woo! But yeah, I don't know, man. Just self-promo channels. I just don't vibe with them, bro. They just don't sit right with me. Yo, if you guys have seen this image and you know what I'm about to say, or like you know what I'm talking about when I say this, because without context, like me talking about this image seems insane. I feel like the ant with the bag when I like do any sort of promo. You feel me? I feel the same honestly in real life too. I remember before when I was younger, I used to like self-promo my streams. I would be like, I would post on my Instagram like, yo, I'm live streaming blank. But now, if I even thought of doing that, I think I might cry. You feel me? I cannot imagine posting to like real people, like the real people in my life, being like, yo, I'm going live on Twitch, peep me out, or like, yo, I just uploaded a new video, if you guys would like to watch it, you know, here's the link. Like, nah, bro, nah, I just can't have that. I think, you know what, it all goes back to the, what was I talking about 2 episodes ago? Talking about like me being perceived, you feel me? It goes back to that. I just can't have y'all perceiving me. I can't have some real individual in my life perceive me as a human being that like does stuff. It doesn't fit the narrative. It doesn't fit the Tony narrative. And honestly, can you blame me? Can you blame me? Truth be told. It's just, I don't know. Maybe you can blame me. Maybe I'm a psychopath. But I don't want to say I'm a psychopath because then, you know, honestly, I feel like me being terminally online for as long as I have makes me insecure about a whole bunch of things because I've just kind of low-key seen it all. You know what I mean? I'm afraid of like saying something like I'm a psychopath because then if you say that, you kind of get into the camp of like, you guys might think I'm crazy. I think we're gonna take unicorn stub. Low key. No, I want to, but I think if we had a good synergy beforehand, I'm taking unicorn stub. But because the synergy hasn't been built yet, we're just gonna take Book of Belial and we're just gonna rock with it. You know? It's gonna fake it till you make it, one might say. But, you know, what I was saying before. Is that just something about the art of promotion? You know, I can't do it. I can't do it to myself. I can do it on Discord, but even then I kind of feel bad about like adding everyone. I feel bad about adding everyone in my own Discord, so honestly, whenever I post a video, I don't even be adding everyone. Like, when I post a vid, I don't even be hitting that at everyone to be like, yo, my video goes live at 7. Here's the link if you want to watch. I did that for like the first 2 episodes in the series. I thought to myself, this is probably going to get annoying as fuck to people, so let me stop. And then every single episode since then, except for a select few, have never added people. I will just post the link raw in my announcements channel, but not actually like at everyone to announce it. I'll just post the link there and be like, video goes live at 7. If you want to watch, there it is, you know? Maybe I'm just crazy. Oh, I remember what I was gonna say now. But you know, low-key when I was talking about like the whole internet thing, there's just something about saying stuff about yourself. The internet just like kind of cooks you, you know? You feel me? You can't say anything about yourself on the internet because people out there will cook you. And what I'm talking about is the you can't call yourself a psycho on the internet because then you kind of lean into like the like, oh, I'm such a psycho, you know, my dark twisted mind you couldn't comprehend. And it's like, that's not what I'm trying to, that's not the message I'm trying to convey here with calling myself a psycho. More so like, because I do something, maybe I'm just different, you know? I'm just different. Like, oh, bro thinks he's different. Bro thinks he's so special. It's like, no, you feel me? I'm strawmanning myself. And I hate it. I hate it. My brain just does that automatically. Anytime I think of any form of adjective to like describe myself, bro, that is remotely not even like, because I wouldn't even say the word crazy is a quirky word, or like special is quirky, you feel me? But just anytime I think of a way to describe myself, an adjective like that, something ticks off in my brain to be like, you don't want to do that, bro. You don't want to do, you're giving off the wrong message here. And that's what it feels like when I was saying like, maybe I'm just crazy. It's like, I don't want to be perceived as that crazy guy, you know? Like, oh, he's such a wacky individual. I don't know. It's something I'm getting in my own head about. No one else probably thinks about this the way I do. You feel me? Because like, who the hell cares? This is just something a terminally online person thinks of in their brain because they're terminally online, or at least used to be. You know, back when I was in middle school, that's, you know, that's all the thoughts in my brain. High school, you know. You don't want to stand out as being different from other people, because if you're different, then, you know, people will make fun of you. Not for being different, but because you think you're different. You feel me? Lest I be posted on r/cringe-topia or whatever. Didn't that sub get banned, actually? I'm not surprised. Honestly, r/cringe-topia would be like a subreddit where some literal child would like make a post on the internet talking about something, and because they're a kid, then it would be a cringe post, you know? And then everyone in the comments would be like, what a fucking dumbass kid, bro. I hope he explodes and dies. And it's like, you guys are insane. Wow, none of you have ever met a child in your life, because you're just all insane people. What is wrong with you? You feel me? Is that too crazy? Is that too crazy of a knowledge ball drop to kind of like, bad trip? Incinerate, man. What? Is that too crazy about like a knowledge ball drop to like hit y'all with? Because it low-key feels like that's the truth, you know? Like, I'm like, don't get me wrong. I am not the world's largest fan of children. I think a decent chunk of the time they're kind of annoying. But like, there are some people out there who will have you think kids are like the spawn of Satan. And like, you know, like if they had a kid, they would just end it all. You feel me? And it's kind of like, bro, that seems like a bit of an overreaction, don't you think? Like, it's just a child. You feel me? Like, look, all I gotta say is, you gotta give kids some leniency because they are kids. And I used to be of the opinion where I would think like, man, kids nowadays suck, because I didn't used to be like this when I was a kid. But low key, I probably was like that when I was a little kid. I probably was a little shit sometimes. Why? Because that's just in the kid's nature, you know? Been happening for dozens of years, bro. We're not any different. If anything, I can understand maybe on the subject of like technology, you know. There has been, it's funny enough, there has been an uptick in like the anti-child rhetoric coming from people like Gen Z because of like Gen Alpha, and like them saying Gen Alpha kids are like brain rotted, or you know, stuff like that. It's things like Gen Z teachers talking about how all their students are like cooked mentally, and like they don't know anything, that kids don't learn. It's so smover, one might say. And I kind of have to agree, low-key, because like, maybe it's just the internet, so who knows, maybe I'm wrong to agree here, because maybe it's just the internet showing me bad things. But I've seen these posts about like, I've seen these posts where like you know, these people will interview like high schoolers and like, you know, kind of quiz them on knowledge, you know. What, so like, what if you're a freshman now? If you're a freshman now, or like sophomore, what class are you? Class of like, what's no, because it would have been last year. The school year started last year. Like class of like 2028. Say you're like class of 2028, bro. You know, in my mind, to me, you are graduating how many years after me? I graduated 2019. You're graduating how many years after me? That's 9 years after me, bro. So like, what could have possibly happened in those 9 years? Slash to now, you know, slash to now. Because I will see videos of these dudes like just kind of interviewing kids at the mall or whatever, and like, I say they're kids, but like they're, you know, they're freaking teenagers, freshmen in high school most likely. And bro, low key, some of the questions they be asking them and like the answers are awful. And I honestly, I think it's kind of like our generation's cooked, low key. But then funnily enough, I saw a Squeaks clip. If you guys don't know who Squeaks is, he's a Mario 64 speedrunner. I got nothing against Mario 64 speedrunners. I think they're cool people. One rated me one time and, you know, kind of put me down this path of content creation, or at least to committing more to that content creation. But I just think Squeaks is a funny guy. I could care less about the Mario part, but Squeaks in general, he's just a hilarious dude. So, it was about him playing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Like the game Who Wants to Be a Millionaire on like Steam or whatever. And there was a question that was like, what are the first 10 amendments to the Constitution called? If you do not know, which hopefully you do. If you're an American, then you should hopefully know what the first 10 amendments to the Constitution, what that's called. It's called the Bill of Rights. It's essentially just the entire first 10 amendments, which are about the rights you have as an American citizen and how they always get misinterpreted by this, that, you know, whoever. Whatever, I'm not here to discuss that, even though it just so happens to be true all the time, you feel me? People love to misinterpret the rights to fit whatever the hell they're talking about. Whether it be the first or the second, you know, I'm not gonna speak any more on that. That's all I have to say. But Squeaks got that question. What are the first 10 amendments in the Constitution called? And there was something there. The options were like the Bill of Rights, Declaration of Independence, stuff like that. And you know what bro said? Bro was like, oh, it's not the Bill of Rights. I think it's the Declaration of Independence. Clicked it, he was wrong. So obviously it's not the generation. I just think some people might be kind of dumb. I don't necessarily think Squeaks is dumb, like / Squeaks is an idiot or whatever. Who knows? He could have been playing it up for the bit. Bro loves to do bits all the time. But I mean, just for the sake of saying it, you know, for the sake of saying it, in my mind, I was kind of like, bro, like, there's no way you don't know this. Like, this is high school, bruh, you know? This is like high school ball knowledge. There's no way you don't know. And it's just like, it's stuff like that, you know? That's what I'm saying. It's stuff like that that you see online, and it's kind of like, it makes you think maybe we are getting dumber. Who knows, we might be, but call me optimistic, but I got faith in our next generation, at least to a degree, that they can hopefully prove me wrong. You know, I'm never preying on the downfall of a bunch of kids because, like, what am I, a loser? You know? Why would I ever do that? I guess is my question. Like that's the question I'm proposing right now. Is like, why would I ever want our next generation or actively hope for things like our next generation's so stupid, like, God, they can't do anything. I would be like, I would give them the benefit of the doubt for the sake of wanting them to do better. You feel me? So I'm not gonna say our next generation is cooked. I'm not gonna say the Gen Alpha kids are brain rotted or like super late Zoomers are super brain rotted, but I will say sometimes you see some things online that make you question your thought process. You feel me? And I'm gonna have to ask my friend about this as well, but I'm just gonna, here, you know what, let's fight, let's beat mom, and then we can talk about it, because once again I just want to make sure I have his consent to talk about something tangentially related to him in my video. You feel me? Content doesn't come first. Making sure everything's fine comes first. We gotta skip out on boss rush. Oh, we already have boss rush done. That sucks. What the hell? Oh, just playing I full card out. You might be thinking, Tony, why are you full carding? What are you gonna do? You gonna friggin' do the red thing? No, we're not. We're actually going to hit the forget me now dice roll. Boom. Guess what? Where does it start me? It starts me on Depths 1. That's so goated. We now get to go through Depths 1 and Depths 2 and get 2 whole ass item rooms out of it. However, we're also gonna get another piece of our Meat Boy because we have I don't know if you guys know this, but Book of Revelations makes it so when you use it, the Horseman of the Apocalypse will be your next boss usually. If it can be your next boss, then most likely your next boss will be a Horseman of the Apocalypse. So, unfortunately, we are gonna have to relegate our boss room item to being another cube of meat, but it's a good thing because Book of Revelations is just overall such a good item. It is genuinely a peak item. I can't beat around the bush. But like I was saying, you know, I got faith in the kids, bro. I don't want them to suck. Anyways, so to pause here just to talk about it because I need to ask my friend, but I have a friend who is a teacher of some high schoolers, and from what I just learned is it sucks because it seems like a whole bunch of kids in his class are brain rotted slash just like they just suck at school. You feel me? But granted, he also told me last year his students weren't doing that good, but this year his students are on average have higher grades, which is a good thing. So maybe, like I said, things are getting better. Maybe it was just a one-off because COVID might have fucked up some kids' brains. To continue, I know it messed up mine, that's for sure. If you're wondering, if I do cut this out and you're wondering what I'm talking about, I will say, I think you can definitely attribute a whole bunch of things like maybe kids being brain rotted a bit more to something like the lockdowns that happened in 2020. I mean, when you become isolated at a key point in your development, aka around your like mid to late teenage years, it kind of puts a toll on you as a human, you know? I can only imagine what it does to you. When for like an entire 1 to 2 years, you're pretty much not interacting with other people like you normally would, and instead it's kind of it's just a whole different thing, you know? Something like that might be to blame. I couldn't tell you. You feel me? Oh my god, never mind. We didn't get a Horseman of the Apocalypse, which is good, because we might actually be able to get a good boss room item. Thank you, Plum. Appreciate it, man. Good thing. I don't know what Plum is. But you know, it's just... Oh my god. End it, end it, end it. End it all. It's something as shrimple as that, though. That's essentially what it is. It's as shrimple as that. As maybe you can blame something like the lockdowns for something like this. Honestly, if I were to truly look at it from a third person perspective, like, you know what they say, hindsight is 20/20. If I were to take a gander and perceive it how I see it, how it is, what if I was to say one thing, or maybe two things that might be to blame for if kids now are truly more stupid, you know, slash just like worse in their academics compared to kids back in the day, then I would have to say it is definitely the lockdown. I think that super huge key factor, you know? I can only imagine. Thank God I graduated, you know, Ooh, I'm about to scalp someone. Thank God I graduated. That's all I gotta say. Thank God I graduated when I did, because I could not imagine doing that stuff, you know, like having to go through school during that time. I mean, shit, I did in terms of college, and that sucked. I can't do online classes, bro, you know? Some people can learn online, some people can't. I'm one of those that can't. I need to like actively be there to like learn something, you know? That's how I see myself, at least, and that's definitely how it seemed to be for me. Like actually, you know, going through it. Bombs are key? Well, I have 9 keys now, but I have 99 bombs. Is that a good or a bad thing? I couldn't tell you. We're gonna find out sooner or later, I guess. In the meantime, we ball, as they say. And honestly, it kind of does suck that we don't have Book of Belial anymore, because we lose out on our damage slightly. As you can see, we don't have that crazy like 10 damage we would have had before. But we definitely reap the rewards in survivability. I mean, look at this. We're surviving all right. Easy money. Oh my god, I gotta wrap up this recording soon. I have a D&D game to go to in a bit that I didn't forget about it. I mentioned it last episode. Yeah, I'm recording in the same day again. Who would have guessed? I mentioned it last episode, but I forgot that I was actually like doing it because I got so caught up in talking about, you know, whatnot and all that. It sucks that Eden Run was so good too. I think we genuinely had a good eating run on our hands. I just kind of suck at the game, and I proceeded to mess it all up, you know? I threw away a whole bunch of lives when I didn't need to. Whatever. What can what can you do, I guess? But yeah, as I was saying, man, I just... Call me optimistic. Whatever. But... I trust... How do we even get to this topic? Honestly, I don't know how we got to this topic, but I'm glad we did, because... I think it's something I think we more people as a whole should be doing, and that's just like, you know, educating the kids, educating the children, but also like trusting in them that like they low-key kind of got it too. They low-key got it too, though. You feel me? I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. Oh, crazy? Crazy again, Tony? Huh? You're so crazy. You're so freaking crazy, bro. You're so special. I don't know who I'm getting mad at here. Myself? Yo, what? Maw of the Void hits that? That's so cringe, man. I damaged myself for what? For no reason. Oh, it's Red Mom. Oh, it's Red Mom. God damn it. If you don't know what Red Mom does, she essentially just does it. She just stomps. All the time. So I'm trying my best to make do with what I can. My damage is okay, my Maw of the Void is really good, but it needs to stay. Maw of the Void needs to stick to get its damage in, to get its licks in, one might say. Oh, we got it. No devil do, but you know what? That's alright. That's cool. We live. We ball, as they say. No. I'd rather have Teardrop Charm. Oh. Give me a sec. My apologies, I just needed to spit something out, but I didn't want you guys hearing that because I thought it'd be gross. Anyway, I forgot. I kind of forgot how we got onto the topic, but I do remember the topic of self-promo. I mean, all I gotta say is just like, I can't do it. I can't do it, man. I cannot do self-promotion. Just something about it rubs me the wrong way. I just can't put myself out there. Like I said, especially to like the real people I know in real life, you know? It's something about it just, it's not like a pride thing, truth be told, you know? It's definitely not like a, oh, I'm too proud to like put myself out there to these people. I'm embarrassed, bro, you feel me? I don't think making content is necessarily anything to be embarrassed of. Because like, if you make good content, you make good content, you know? Not to say I do. Once again, not to glaze myself or anything. But like, you know, I don't want people to like watch my videos just because like, you know, they probably got better shit to do, one might say. You feel me? Is that too crazy? Is that too crazy to say, or is Tony low-key spitting facts, you know? I think usually most people have better things to do than to just kind of watch or interact with my videos. So I feel like I'm a burden. I feel like I'm a burden if I tell them like, hey, you guys should watch my video, fight in my tournament, you know? Hey, Hachi Michima or whatever. Ooh, Tears Up is so goated. Now here's the question. Do we go Pony for the flight and the damage? You know, like the cool damage you can do? Or do we go Book of Rev for the heals? We go Pony. I think, honestly, we go Pony. The damage and the flight is going to be super useful. Plus Ouija board, we have Spectral Tears. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We can just, like, we can cheese it like this, you feel me? We can do this to cheese it. I think we'll be fine. Look at that. See, we're doing alright, I guess, one might say. We're chilling. But it's, I don't know, man. I just can't do it, bro. I don't know. Not to say it's a bad thing. I think Tony's just insecure, you know? I think I'm just like weirdly insecure about certain things and I get in my own head about it. Does anyone know how to fix that? Does anyone know how to fix that? Because I don't think that's a good trait. It's not my toxic trait or anything. I don't think I'm toxic by any means of the word. Trust me. Trust me, man. I could not deal with a toxic individual. Just low key. This might sound kind of crazy, but like, I just couldn't, bro. I don't know what it is with me. Maybe this is a bad faith representation of people. I usually think the best of people, you know. I think a lot of people, when I get like meet them first, I don't think people are bad, you know. Like if I meet someone, I don't think they're a bad person necessarily. I think default in my, I remember I said this in middle school to someone I was like talking to, and they laughed. They genuinely laughed at me and told me like, brother, this is a bad mentality to have. You guys might think so too, but it's how I view the world. But I think that if I don't know you, you're a stranger to me, you know? At first, I think positive, you know? I don't think just because you're a stranger and I don't know this person and like say this person's talking to me, I don't necessarily think off rip this is a bad person, you know? I think of them as someone to be friendly with. Maybe not necessarily friend level, you know, that's what's the word acquaintance exists for. But I think of them at first as like a, you are friend adjacent, you know, like, God, I feel like what I'm saying makes no sense, and someone out there is probably gonna be like, Tony, you're a dumbass. But it's true though. It's true in how I say this. Like if I don't know you and I just met you, you know, I'm gonna think of you as a friend at first, because I'm not gonna think the worst of you. That's how you end up having like bad first impressions, or you know, shit like that. Like, oh, I thought you were gonna be like an asshole, but it turns out you weren't an asshole, you know? I treat everyone like a friend at first because I see them as a friend. If they then proceed to be a weird person or like they just kind of suck, then after that, that's when like my opinions start to like set in and I can actually, you know, reasonably, within reason, be like, I don't like this person. But off rip though, not my vibe. Off rip, it's just not my vibe. If I don't know you, off rip, I'm friendly. You feel me? And I just remembered in what's it called? I remember saying that to someone in middle school, and they genuinely, they dead ass like laughed at me, bro. They were like you get in, you're in for a rude awakening, buddy. Honestly, has worked fine for me. Has worked out fine for me in life, truth be told. Who knows? Maybe I'll pay the price for it one day, but as of now, I'm kind of chilling on the whole treating people like my friend at rip. You know, on basis. But I will say that, even though I have this like kind of mentality of like, even though I don't know you, I'm gonna be friendly with you just because I don't see any reason to not be. You feel me? There's still something pushing me away from like, I don't know. I couldn't put it into words. Maybe I'll think about it later and I'll let y'all know. Anyways, we got Judas' tongue, and we're now at 4 wins, I believe. We have Isaac, we have Judas, we have Eve, and we now have Keeper. Anyways, I want to thank y'all for watching. If you guys did enjoy, I greatly appreciate it. Hope you guys have a good day and or a good night, depending on the time reviewing this. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.